But this is an industry that got here despite onerous tax laws and choking the capital off and every possible regulatory snafu that they could throw at this industry, they've thrown. Could you just imagine the type of business these companies are going to do when they have an even playing field, when they don't have to spend all their money to pay an onerous tax bill in 280E, when they don't have to put their money in a bag, as opposed to a bank. I mean, we're still at the starting gate here of this industry, and this is going to be, in my opinion, I've said this for years, and I've been early, I've been wrong, however you want to say it, but I think it's early. This is going to be a generational opportunity. This is going to be an asset class, and this is going to be an economic engine of growth, unlike anything this country has seen in a really long time.
When you say economic engine of growth, I had this discussion with friends recently. We were talking about booze, weed, gateway drug, not gateway drug. Why is it an economic, forgetting hemp, or maybe you have to include hemp, why is it an economic engine? Now, I understand we criminalized it, and then we punish the people and they pay their fines, and that pays the police, let's say. I mean, it just seems so obvious that we could tax it and fund a whole lot more police.
Hold on. They put 500,000 people in jail last year for possession. This is not about getting a fine. This is about people of color, mostly 80%.
No, I meant, yeah,
in jail for
they
something
go on their way to jail. They take their money to pay the police. This is ridiculous. Versus, we could tax it, we could regulate it. We could
that's what's happening, Howard.
And that money could go to fund the police, and everybody wins.
Yeah, this is all about moving this industry into a taxable realm. There's a $300 billion worth of cannabis every year that's consumed. So the way we're looking at it is saying, okay, there's 300 billion. People are like, okay, that's a pretty good
in
market.
The U.S. illegally.
It's globally. Globally. All right. But what I'm saying is if you have $300 billion and you look at cannabis as an ingredient, right? Not as the end product, but as the ingredient that goes into a number of use cases and end products, not to smoke, but to eat, drink, as lotions, as bath bombs, as pet supplements. And you talked about hempcrete, plastic composites. It's green. You build homes with it. I mean, we are just at the precipice of this turn. And yes, economic engine, follow the money. That's really the only reason this is going to pass. We didn't even talk about how coronavirus is the single greatest catalyst for cannabis in history, where you mix in the social justice reform now with Black Lives Matter, and you got yourself a perfect storm into an election here. So this is going to happen. It's just you have more and more stakeholders wanting to sit at the table saying, where's my piece of the pie? Where's my piece of the pie? Politicians, stakeholders, investors, industry types. There's a lot of money involved here, so it's going to take some time.
Of the three, so they approve it. What is the biggest industry for the first few years? Is it just pure usage smoking, or is it the ingredient part? Or is it?
I don't think we have to differentiate in 2.0. It's going to be a one-stop shop. And I think that the Biden plan as it stands now is particularly well suited to the MSO model. So, we're heavy on the top line MSOs right now. We think those are the plays into the election. And if we get a blue sweep, you probably see it continue into earnings. Would not be surprised to see positive pre-announcements out of U.S. operators, or at least the leaders. Business is booming. I think, our back of the envelope calculations for Illinois is like 40 to 45% quarter over quarter growth. I mean, you're not going to find that many places else. So, we think that there's a lot of things about to change here, but you're paying 50 times, multiples in tech right now. And you're paying, I think Truliev's trading at 8 times 2021 EBITDA. So you tell me, at 8 times 2021 EBITDA, would you rather own that growth company or a growth company that's trading at 50 times? I mean, I think it's just a matter of time for people pick up on the scent.